5 starts. Yeah. That's when the Dane shit starts. So yeah. There's Ian Son.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Oh, hey, Coach Yan-san. What are you doing here all by yourself?
And also, Chapter 5, Act 6 is actually the first ever main story quest to feature the new voice actress, to feature the anonymous voice actress as Paimon. So yeah.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right
Well,
now.
it looks like you need a diet, Paimon, because of how many snacks you've been eating throughout the story. Yeah, I think it's time for Yas to go on a diet, Paimon.
All right, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some
Yeah,
good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
ride and train. That sounds more like helping you out.
Yeah. All jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Oh, it says after October 14th, Windows 10 will be no longer receiving free security updates. My shit's not compatible with Windows 11 because of hardware limitations. I heard that people hate Windows 11, bro. So I would say thank God my computer's not compatible with Windows 11, bro. Thank God. Because a lot of people say that Windows 11 is trash, bro. So I basically dodged the bullet right there, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against him.
Yes you are, Paimon. You're in the same weight class as Ian-san. Trust me, y'all both are small as hell, so yeah. So yeah.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, all right? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding
You're just
competition.
trying to do this just to get out of that bodybuilding competition, Paimon. You need the exercise anyways. Like all those snacks you consume throughout the whole journey. Yeah, you need a bit of exercise, Paimon. And it's also good to get. It's good to get at least an hour of exercise per day, Paimon. 1 hour won't hurt you.
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
All right, Coach, will help out.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing, just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Yeah, I wonder. Did you ever patrol, Paimon? I know that you can't fight, but I think strolling and patrolling you might be able to do. Since you can't fight for shit, I think strolling and patrolling might do you some good. At least the strolling part. At least. Because you float around. So yeah, the strolling you could actually do no problem. Wait. Like I've seen a list of all the characters that's affected by that whole actor strike, bruh. So yeah, and I also see that WWE is putting the Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling cartoon on their WWE Vault YouTube channel. So yeah, if you didn't know, Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling was a kids show that aired in the 80s. I think it aired on CBS in the 80s. Basically to capitalize off of Hulk Hogan's popularity. So yeah, at the time. So yeah, and it was on the WWE Network. However, it got taken off in July of 2015 when after the whole Hulk Hogan controversy regarding racism. So yeah. I've seen on Tamako is Bay channel the list of VAs that was involved in the strike, bruh. The characters that suffered because of the damn strike. And oh boy, it's a good amount, bruh. It's a heavy amount. So yeah. I'm gonna list you some. I'm gonna try to list some of the people affected, some of the characters affected by the strike, bro. This is all coming from Tamako is Bay YouTube channel. So yeah, one of the people who watches Queen Day Night. Say yeah. Tainari, Dia, Candice, Kale, I'll Hate Them, Kave, Farozan, Nahida, Nilu, Setos, Venti, Utao, Ganyu, Changyun, Timaeus, Chang Shang, and I apologize for mispronunciations. Sean Lee, Yoonjin, Gaming, Yalan, Beidou, Ningguan, Zhao, Chi Chi, Xinyan, Sean Yoon, Moon Carver, Madame Ping, Toma, Ito, Shinobu, Yoimiya, Kokomi, Goro, Ayato, Kujo Sara, Heizo,
Exploration
Kaya,
and trials.
Jean, Albedo,
Adventuring is
Dilu,
right up my alley.
Rosaria, Official, Lisa, Diona, Klee, Amber, Minnie Durant. Oh my god, this is a lot of characters, bro. Charlotte, Chevrouse, Siegewing, Lynette, Dangeslif, Lumine. Oh, so that's why, and that's why. Wait, Lumine, Kazuha, Xiaoling, Layla, and Kira. So that's why when you play as Lumine, she's silent, bruh. When there's clearly dialogue for her. So that's why Lumine was silent when her shit was supposed to be voiced. Because of the whole Screen Actors Guild strike that was happening at the time. So yeah. So that's why the voice actress for Lumine couldn't be there, bro. But I bet you Aether's portion was voiced. So yeah. That's also the reason why in Travel's Tales, how some of the characters is silent because of the whole strike going on. And that is a lot of characters that that has been affected by the strike. It's not like a small section, no. Genshin is heavily affected by the Screen Actors Guild strike. Quite heavily. So yeah. Hell, they did replace the VAs for 3 of those characters, bruh. For 3 characters, bruh, already. Those 3 characters that got their VAs replaced were Paimon, Kiching, and Sucrose. Those are 3 out of the multiple characters that was affected by the strike that officially got their VAs replaced. So yeah.
What's this? Was there always a cave here? We should
Highly
take a
doubt.
look, right? Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away
Yeah,
here?
that's why chapter 5 felt so a little weird at times without the voice acting at times because of the characters that were affected by it. So yeah. Namely Kachina, not Kachina, mainly Kanich and Lumine, aka female travelers. So yeah.
He woke him up! Huh? It ran away! Guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even
Yeah, and that's why to
me.
me chapter 5 act 5 felt off to me in terms of the voice acting. Felt a little off because of the lack of in some parts. So yeah. It's not on the ground.
You mean that shiny thing? Must have dropped it as it ran off. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
The hell?
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you
That's
to
the one.
Tibet? So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just
No,
drop
it's
it?
still mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and sound.
Whoa! Yeah, these look identical. So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one
Only
is...
2 of these. One belongs to me and the other belongs to my brother.
Knew it! The keys to a spaceship! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no, descender. But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not
And I
far
think-
from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it.
Yeah. I think Dane is on that list of VAs affected by the strike. So prepare for some more awkward and weird moments, bro.
If that's true, it means your brother was here recently.
By extension, the Abyss Warrior was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ensign's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your brother.
This is what it is in Act 6 of each fucking story. Each Act 6 or Act 4 if you're Chapter 1, if you're the prologue, feel a little, let's be honest, a little disconnected from the locations themselves. And it's just more about the traveler finding their sibling. Huh? And those are the only real times where they really focus on the traveler finding their sibling. So yeah.
Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been canceled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, cancel? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Huh?
Didn't expect our special to be confirmed so quickly. Sound like 8/3 on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with him in person this time. I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale.
Yeah. I always thought that the Abyss and the Abyss Order are the same thing, bruh. Considering that the Abyss Order is supposed to be like the main antagonist of Genshin. So yeah.
It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
One little
Really?
sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
Really, like, and also Natlan just went through a war against the Abyss. Now the Abyss Order wants to fight Natlan. And just as Natlan was about to relax, bro.
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
I'm keen to find out more about the situation. I can provide information. Okay, best part.
Great. Then let's head over together.
Oh, that's Act 1. Still gotta do the prologue, the prelude for the Not Cry chapter, bro. And warning, you're about to hear Karina Paimon, the more annoying Paimon. So viewers question is advised, yeah, guys, and make sure you lower your headphones.
When you lose your way, gaining. Greetings. Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business, and we're gonna need you to cooperate.
Marsh is a phantom. Let me guess, you're investigating some more legal research?
Not this time, no. We're looking for a researcher. Do you know where we might find Mr. Rawat?
What? Oh yeah, Mr. Handsome, right? He actually doesn't work on site here very often. There's a handful of researchers in the nearby area who know him pretty well, though. You can see what they know.
Just a handful? I'm figured he'd be the most popular guy around.
Well, I guess you could say he's popular, at least on a superficial level. He's blessed with good looks, so he tends to make a good first impression on people. But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research Institute, I don't think he's ever had a single deep conversation about his research with his peers. That's no way to make real friends around here.
That's so weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at that product promotion. Oh, I don't find that weird at all. He definitely didn't strike me as the kind of guy who's good at making friends. Really? Paimon couldn't tell. Must be a nosy perception thing.
Okay, we should talk with his acquaintances. But we also need to check the Research Institute for any clues. Let's split up. It'll save us some time.
Sure thing. We'll go ask around among the other researchers with Seedry. Paimon's suddenly kind of curious to know what everyone really thinks.
You're always curious about everything, Paimon. That's how being a child is. Makes you curious about everything. But don't be too curious yet, guys, because curiosity could get the best of people, bro. We all learned this from all the shitty creepypastas, bro.
Hey there, are you in Teep?
What do you want?
We're here to ask about Rawat. Any idea where he might be? We were told you were pretty close with him.
Close? Not sure that's the word I'd use. He wouldn't even let me use his patent.
Huh?
It's been a good few days since I last saw him. I don't know where he's at. Go ask someone else.
Would the patent in question happen to be related to the new skincare product he developed?
Yeah, kinda. Butterfly dew, or whatever he calls it. I heard he made a tidy sum off of that one.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Keep going.
Oh my god. You always had that sus look on your face, Paimon. Just like how you be sussing Among Us. I got an idea. I bet you're the one that says, how about we do all those tasks later? Just like how you be telling the traveler to explore the area later. So yeah. Because recently in Among Us, they added a Paimon skin to the game as part of the collaboration between Among Us and Genshin. So yeah. You know what? I was thinking, why couldn't you add the Traveler skin as well? If you're gonna add Genshin skins, at least have the Traveler as well, both Aether and Lamine.
Most of the other researchers here focus on mechanics, energy, stuff like that. I get why he wouldn't be interested in having anything to do with them. But I'm studying coatings. There's a huge overlap in our areas of research. Why would he refuse to work with me? I bought his product once and noticed it contains a unique substance that might have applications in coatings too. If it worked out, I could probably make as much as he's making. Don't get me wrong, I had no intention of plagiarizing his work. I was hoping to get official permission to use his findings in my own research. Followed the proper procedure. It was all above board. I would have had to pay him a license fee and everything. But despite that, he turned me down not once, not twice, but 3 times. It's like he's vehemently opposed to the idea of anyone else making the kind of money he does.
Huh. So is Rawat antisocial, or is this guy just jealous?
Most likely both.
Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get any info about Rawat's whereabouts from him. Let's go. Wait, 1 second. Mr. Ante, next time you go shopping, you should buy some Buell fruits. Peel the skin, steep in water, then drink. It'll help calm your mood.
Huh? Yeah. Thanks.
Now on to the next person, bro. I think I saw one of the Traveler's Tales things when I was booting up the game, I think. Yep, I did. Yujin. Yeah, she's definitely gonna be one of the characters affected by the strike, bro. As I listed earlier, bro. Because the reason why I hate the main reason why I hate it is because I have to now speak. I now have to like read what they say, bro. And you know, some words I mispronounce or stutter on, as you've seen in my DDLC and in my Final Lover Die Trying episode. So yeah, or hell, even past Genshin episodes. On top of that, so yeah. Wait, what if? Oh, there you are, you Jin. Oh, it's you. What brings you here today? You, of course. Oh, you. Who taught you to be so cheeky? Yeah, Eugen is one of those characters affected by the strike. Meaning that for a brief time, temporarily, she's silent. Yeah, meaning that there is no voice acting. Temporarily from some of the characters in the game, while others are voiced. So yeah. This is until one of two things happens. Until the strike ends and the VAs come back, or until that character gets recast, bruh. You saw what happened with Paimon. Keeching, and Sucrose. They all got recast as a result of the strike. Hell, even Kanich got recast, bruh. So yeah. I sorry. Let me bring my laptop closer. I bet you for Paimon they would be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. We gotta look for a new VA for Paimon quick. Who's gonna talk over the Traveler now? Some people will probably be like, you know the Traveler can speak for themselves, right? No, fuck that. We need Paimon. We need her. We need her. That's how I bet you. That's how I bet you the people working at Hoyoverse be wondering. And yeah, it would have been nice to hear the Traveler talk for themselves for once. But sadly, one of the people who voiced the Traveler, the female Traveler, person who voiced the female Traveler, Levine, is also affected by the strike. So yeah, that's why that whole scene in Chapter 5 felt fucking awkward when the Traveler and Moika speak together in a female Traveler version. Felt so fucking awkward, bro, because the female Traveler is silent when she speaks. So yeah, I'm not foreign today. I'm just dropping in to listen to Mr. Louis Seuss tell a story. Takes my mind off things, but is something troubling you? Our trope will be rehearsing an old classic called The Three Towers in a few days' time. I like to adjust a few lines and the corresponding details in the Florence, but I haven't really made up my mind about whether they should be changed or not. Would you mind hearing me out If you have the time, of course, please go ahead. For example, there are famous lines. There's a famous line that goes like this: "How gently do the clouds and flowers sway as dancing winds meander through the veils. The half moon is as a lovely face as a glass raised to it moves the heart." I'm not looking to change the first half, but the second, as sung as is, feels like it is missing a little something. It would be great if I could add some actions that suit the scene. A raised bottle to indicate drinking, perhaps, and the set could be modified to match. There are quite a few more adjustments like that one. And though I would be personally more satisfied if we were satisfied work we changed to them. Perhaps some older fans might prefer the way it was performed in the past. We don't have much time left to rehearse either, so there might be some issues with the timetable if we want to change the stage set, and redo the stage movements. Rehearsals really are complicated. They are indeed. There are many outside factors to consider besides script and performance themselves. Script writing and performances are the greatest strengths at the Yunhan opera trope, and we love doing them. But beyond the stage, well, that can get tricky. There are things we cannot control. Rather, the audience will like our innovations, or if we can come to a amicable understanding, understanding with the organizers we're working with. And I see this part of learning my role as trope director. I'm already enjoying myself as a performer, and I'm sure these new challenges will present me with new kinds of delight as well. I'm sure you'll do fine, Yoon Jin. And thanks for your kind words. I'm I'm more sure than ever that road ahead will be a smooth one. Thank you for your kind words. Please, we love to have you when our new production debuts. Oh, that's a new one.
And with that, the fate of the brother.
We finally got one for Yunjin. So yeah. Some we got more than others. The only one that I haven't gotten is Fischl yet. Oh wow. Now a couple of them are added, bro. So yeah. I swear, Heizo has the most out of all of them, bro. Oh wait, he's tied with Amber, bro. With the most, so yeah. Any more? I wonder if there's any more though. Oh, it just sucks that you have to wait 2 days in real time, bro. That's the sad part, bro. Having to wait 2 days in real time just to make a wish, bro. There's hardly anyone else, if I'm being honest. Most of the people are either from Natland or from Nodcry. In terms of the travel tales, so yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna ask like the people of Fontaine, the research institute, bro.
Excuse us, are you Audrey?
That's me. What is it?
Are you close friends with Rawat? We're trying to find out where he is.
Close friends? You mean because I told him I had feelings for him once? I doubt I'm the first or last at the Institute to make that mistake. Why would you single me out as a close friend? I should have known, really. Men like him, they just enjoy being surrounded by fawning women. They're not interested in a serious relationship.
Okay. We're just kind of wondering if you might know where we can find him.
Why would I know where he's at? I barely know him, and he probably doesn't even remember me.
Ugh, this is getting on the main. Should we go with someone else? I think she knows Rawat better than she cares to admit. If we leave now, it might be a wasted opportunity. Maybe, but we're not going to get much offer while she's in this state, are we? She's displaying symptoms common among people in love, if that's what you mean. But I know a cure.
It's curable?
We're still no closer to finding Mr. Rawat. Oh, by this point, he could be in grave danger.
Danger?
Oh, that would get her attention now.
Wait, why are you looking for him again?
Oh, that's right, yeah. The Marshals Phantom said that he's been targeted by some pretty bad people. We need to make sure he's safe.
Yeah.
What? How has this happened? He seemed fine when I last saw him, and that was only a couple of days ago. Just happened to run into him, of course.
Oh, I see. Well, do you have any thoughts on where he might be right now?
Okay, but this is purely out of concern for his safety. If he's not at the Institute, he might be at his mother's place. I heard she raised him alone, that they had it pretty tough financially, and these days she's housebound due to illness. He makes regular trips back home to check on her.
Oh, okay. Do you know the address?
Nope, sorry. I only found out the thing about his mother because it came up in conversation once. I was just trying to find out more about him, so I could get to know him better. When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him take care of his mother. And yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea, but did he really have to yell at me for it? It's like, fine, I can take a no for an answer, but what's with the temper tantrum?
For real.
Unbelievable. These guys only want to show you their charming, well-groomed exterior. They can't stand it when a few home truths shine through.
Looks like her love syndrome is flaring up again. We need to find out Mr. Rawat's mother's address. Let's check with the marshals, the officers, when we regroup. Cool, sounds like a plan.
Alright, now for one more person, bro.
Everything here is in order.
Sorry to bother you, sir, but are you Bertram?
Who's asking?
Just some concerned citizens helping out the Marechaussee Phantom with an investigation. We'd like to ask you about Rawat's whereabouts, if that's okay. We're told the two of you are pretty close.
Not anymore, we're not. Turns out we don't see eye to eye.
What happened?
The thing about us researchers is, most of us do what we do for some sort of higher purpose. But not Rawat. All he cared about was how to commercialize his findings. He won't even let you work with him unless you sign a confidentiality agreement first. Also, he has better control over who gets which intellectual property rights. How are you supposed to get any meaningful research done working with a guy like that? Now that I've got my own technical solution for my compressor, I don't need to work with him anymore.
So that's what Rawat is really like. We'd still like to know where to find him. Is that something you can help us with?
Wait, you're... Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Fortress of Meropide. Alright, then I'm happy to help you if I can. I respect the work you do. Medicine serves the highest purpose of all the sciences.
Wow, turns out Seedwing's got some real clout.
Thing is, I have no real way of knowing where he might be. I stopped working with him 2 months ago, and I've barely seen him since. But if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers. There's a few he meets with every other day or so. Maybe they know where he's at.
Peddlers?
Yeah, back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. Wouldn't surprise me if they were involved in some shady business together, because it seemed like they went out of their way to avoid discussing anything in my presence. The little I overheard was about manufacturing and selling pharmaceutical drugs. Like I said, he's all about the money.
Drugs? Doesn't he work with skincare products? Do those count as drugs?
Who knows? I never cared to find out. He's the morgue rubber, not me.
Thank you. You've given us plenty to work with.
Welcome. Goodbye, and may we both reach new heights in our scientific endeavors.
Well, that's our 3 researchers. Let's head back to the meetup point.
Yeah. Good shit. I just did just get away, bro.
Hyman started out thinking Rawat was a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful personality. It's such a surprise to learn that his peers have a different impression of him. So what's your view of him now, Paimon? A handsome researcher whose difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with a chip on his shoulder? So your thoughts about his appearance haven't changed at all? Well, his looks are kind of a big deal. At least in Paimon's opinion. How did such a handsome guy end up being so antisocial? Even with his difficult family background, it just doesn't make any sense.
But for real, he went from a person struggling to a person getting greedy, bro. I get it. You came from a terrible upbringing, but that still doesn't give you the right to be greedy. If you become greedy, then you lost all your meanings of where you came from. So yeah.
You can't judge a person solely based on their appearance.
Yeah, bro. Because appearance might be one thing, but personality could be a whole different thing, bro. Like, you could be ugly as fuck, but be the nicest person in the world, bro. Yeah, looks aren't everything. Oh, please tell Hollywood that, bro, because looks aren't everything. Like, just because you look nice in Hollywood, that doesn't mean that you can act, bro. There's been countless examples of people who look nice, who looks handsome, but can't act for shit, bro. Meanwhile, on the contrary, they might not. Some people might not be good looking, but they could become some of the best actor slash actress in the world, bro. It's just a sad fucking reality of Hollywood, bro. That's why no one respects Hollywood because of how they are, bro. That's why a lot of people would rather make stuff on their own as opposed to rely on Hollywood. So yeah, that's why a lot of indie projects became popular. So yeah, hell, even in real life, to not judge a person solely by its appearance. Basically, to not judge them. Do not judge them by their cover, bro. They might, like, for example, they could be the ugliest person in the world, but they could be very nice people, the most nicest person in the world. Same with a handsome person. If a person might be handsome, but they could become the biggest assholes in the world. Same with physique. Like, you might be the biggest slash chubbiest person out there, but there's some of them that could be really talented, bro, despite their size. Meanwhile, there's some people who are skinny, but yet can't do shit, bro. But yet aren't talented at shit, bro. What I'm basically saying is that don't judge a book by its cover, bro, because you don't know who they truly are, bro.
Head nurse. Traveler. I assume you've spoken with the researchers. What did you find out?
And also, a big example is Hulk Hogan. First off, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, but on the outside, he might have been the nicest person. You might think he was the nicest person, the biggest good guy in wrestling. But on the inside, he's racist, he's a liar, and he always wants, and he's selfish, bro. Because how is he selfish? Well, refusing to lose to wrestlers, bro. Yeah. And you thought people like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and John Cena refusing to lose to people was bad. But oh boy, Hulkster did it first, bro. He said something along the lines of, "That doesn't work for me, brother." Like that ass. Like, look how many people he could have put over, bro. There was actually a plan as far as 2002. Hulk Hogan wanted to beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship, but thankfully Vince said no, bro, and Hogan left. Like, why would you want to beat Brock Lesnar? Like, and also, Hulk Hogan refused to lose to Shawn Michaels, bro, in 2005. I know a second ago I just explained that of Shawn Michaels refusing to lose, but however, by this point in the 2000s, he became a changed man. By this point, Shawn Michaels, he was more professional with stuff in the 2000s. And hell, there was going to be a trilogy of matches with each of them getting a win, which leads us to a third match, which would be a steel cage match. And initially, Hulk Hogan was on board, but then he said, "Oh, that doesn't work for me, brother," and only wanted to do that one match at SummerSlam 2005 with Hogan going over. And Shawn Michaels actually retaliated by overselling Hogan's moves during the match. So yeah. Just to get back at Hogan, bro. Wow. It's crazy how Shawn Michaels, who's by the way younger than Hulk Hogan, acts more mature in this situation than Hogan himself, bro. Like, Hogan, And also, Hulk Hogan wanted to win against Randy Orton at the following year, SummerSlam 2006. Like, Hogan, what's the benefit of you winning matches in the 2000s, Hogan? What's the benefit of you winning against younger talent? Huh? What's the benefit? Nothing. No, there's no benefit. Sure, Randy Orton will go on to have a career for himself in WWE, but can you imagine? Can you imagine how bigger his career would have been had he beat Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam 06? Hell, there was even plans of there was even speculation at one point of Hogan versus Cena at one point. And I highly doubt Hulk Hogan will cooperate with Cena, bro. And one of the surprising things that in Hogan's last appearance in WWE, everyone booed Hogan, bro. Yeah, because of everything he's been doing throughout his career, bro. Everything. From the lies, from the backstage politics, to who he sided with in politics. Yeah, you know who Hogan sided with. To his racism, him being the biggest bullshitter in wrestling, like I hated the things that Hulk Hogan did throughout the last 10 years of his life, bro. Like, this comes to show you that you should be careful who you idolize, yeah, guys. Because they might seem like the nicest person on screen, but become huge jackasses off screen, bro.
Bertram mentioned Rawat's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. Do you know if he's registered any pharmaceutical brands?
Since he was a whistleblower on such a huge case, I ran a background check on him. I don't remember there being any brands under his name.
How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his technology with others, why wouldn't he have registered his own brands? Maybe he and his business partners needed to avoid public scrutiny?
You think he may have colluded with the gang? Well, the crime was manufacture and sale of drugs, and that would certainly be in his wheelhouse. We can't rule it out.
Isn't that pretty unlikely, though? He was the one who blew the whistle on them! Most children who come to me with tooth decay have suffered pain for a long time already, but they'll still try to hide the fact that they eat too many sweets. Grown-ups and children aren't so different in that regard. If you say so.
I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. Perhaps it's more likely that they were coercing him. You mentioned that he comes from a poor family. So, it's possible that the criminals approached him, asking for academic support, luring him in with the promise of riches. By the time he discovered who they really were, he was in too deep. They had leverage on him, so he was forced to keep working for them. I've seen it happen many times before.
That does make a lot of sense. It would definitely explain why he was so unwilling to cooperate with his fellow researchers. No wonder he's so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time with a gang of crooks breathing down his neck. In that case, the situation could be worse than we thought. If Rawat was working with the escaped inmates, they're sure to know more about his whereabouts than us. There's a good chance they'll get to him before we do.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago. If no one's seen him since, maybe we're...
I realized that the Melusines had like the same hand movements. All of them except for Siege Wing. So yeah.
2 days ago? So he went missing right after that product promotion.
That was the same day he reported the criminals, too. Not a good sign.
Don't worry, everyone. I believe we still have a chance. Since he disappeared right after blowing the whistle, it's likely that he's gone into hiding. Yeah, he must have been worried that they'd come for him.
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible. The only lead we have at the moment is his mother's house, which you mentioned earlier. Seath, think you can find the place?
Yep. When we register a brand, the Court of Fontaine requires you to provide a legal address. The one Rawat wrote down was in the outskirts of the city. That should be the place.
Okay, then there's no time to lose. Let's move.
Let's move on, bro. Good shit.
Ineffa! They found you at last! Thank goodness you're okay.
My apologies.
Oh no, your memory's gone again. Even your name this time?
Again? Leela, Fontaine, Sumeru. This is quite a diverse crew. So, are you manufacturers or family?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill. She's Aino's handiwork.
Aino?
From now on, your name's Ineffa. Promise me. Remember, you have to go home.
Malfunction.
Damn.
Ineffa, are you okay?
Looks like she's getting worse. Is this all our fault?
Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you from? What's wrong with Robo? Oh, wait, Ineffa.
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Joachim, and I'm a merchant. This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from Nodcry.
Nodcry?
Wouldn't have been my first guess. How'd you all meet exactly?
That's the thing about Nodcry. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Oh wow. So basically brings everyone from Tibet together.
Yeah. We're all merchants who ended up finding our feet in Nasha Town. Nodcry. It was going okay until all the trouble started.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They've made some big moves in Nodcry lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religious groups.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
That, plus the incident with the moon statues? Surely the Frost Moon Scions aren't going to take all this lying down.
Anyway, there us regular folks were just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's going to turn ugly. In the end, we figured heading back to our respective homes is probably the best thing for now. So we decided to make the journey together.
Me?
Our case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
And it was smooth sailing until we got attacked by those weird machines as we were coming into shore.
Weird machines? Secret Source automatons by any chance? Anefa saved us all. She jumped off the ship and told us to leave without her.
Really? I did that? As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for someone to help us. We'd have paid anything to get her back.
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, the Traveler and party were the ones who actually saved Anefa. And Shalonen is the one who woke her up. I'll have to include their costs in the final bill.
Oh, please. I barely did anything. All credit to Anefa. She only woke up because of her build quality, so I guess I should say all credit to this Aino, then? Her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among Nalan's source mechanisms. Is Aino the one who modified it?
Oh, if so, then we just need to get Aino to come here and fix her. Then she'll get all her memories back.
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something Aino picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging it. And as for the memory thing, Anefa's whole reason for joining us on her journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memories.
Please, explain in more detail.
All right. Although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this, and I'm only telling you what you originally told me. Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure of was that it's not from Nodcry. Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got. Until one day, you were sweeping the floor, and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down.
Also, what happened just now.
The worst part of that was, Anefa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid. But since then, Anefa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself.
That's a very responsible attitude for a robot.
Anyway, a bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nodcry recently, and you noticed they bore some similarities to your core. Then you learned that a group of us were planning to return home, stopping off in Natlan on the way, so you tracked us down and joined the crew. Well, does any of that jog your memory?
No.
Didn't think so.
Has her memory loss always been this serious?
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse, but it only lasted a moment. Didn't really affect anything. I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got.
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machine things. And now, I wonder if that battle just made things worse.
Poor Anefa.
My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're some of this nation's top talents. Is there anything you can do to cure her? Anything at all?
Perhaps coming to Natlan was a bad idea after all. It's too early to say. Don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into researching the secret source automatons.
My job isn't done yet either. I wanted your travel companion back, safe and sound. I still have work to do.
So, why don't you all stick around here in Natlan a little longer? Your ship got attacked, and since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your missing crew member. Sounds like you need some time to catch your breath.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we could do with a breather. But where would we stay?
How about the Flower Feather Clan? In my tribe, weary travelers are always welcome.
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Anefa. After all, she has a message for our Tumaini. So this is as much our business as it is yours.
Oh yeah! I'm unfortunately forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code, do you?
Oh, the code for the cryptex. Sorry, Anefa wouldn't tell us anything about that.
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a robot with amnesia to deliver their messages.
To be fair, they couldn't have known things would get this bad.
Also, Anefa told me she had a backup plan to make sure she wouldn't forget the code. A backup plan? Great! So, what is it?
Backup plan. Memory missing.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back, that'll solve everything, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple. Wait, you do realize I can't promise anything.
Sarcasm.
I do. I also know that every time you say that, you end up getting the job done.
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us. Tumaini, Paimon. See you around.
Bye, Kanich! Oh, and bye, Hal.
You don't have to say anything to a Hall. Fuck a Hall.
Actually, that's weird. Why is Hal so quiet today?
Thank God. And thank God he's quiet because a Hall is so annoying, bro.
You're being very strange today.
Am I? Tell me one strange thing I've said!
That's the strange part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original price for the job, not the revised timeline, none of it.
That's because I fainted from your stupidity! You stupefied me into a stupid!
Oh my God. Why are we getting this scene, bro? Why? Why not just dump a Hall, Kanich, altogether?
Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is? Who cares? She isn't my problem.
Oh my God, what an asshole a Hall is. Recording? Almost done. So yeah, that's it for this episode, yeah, guys. Okay, next episode, we'll be doing that Fontaine shit. The Siege Wing